Yo, Biggie back for round two this afternoon and with more NFL quarterback breaking trade news. So before I discuss the news coming out of Seattle and Denver, please subscribe, like, and share the Spunky Spectrum Sports YouTube page. We can see all my content. Already did one live stream of Aaron Rodgers' record contract, so you can see that. Also check out the Big D podcast for all the audio listeners on Spotify and Apple. Well, I thought Aaron Rodgers was going to be the only quarterback news this afternoon. Apparently, there's more. Within the last hour or so, the Seattle Seahawks have traded Russell Wilson to the Denver Broncos in one of the NFL's biggest splashes that the league has seen in a long time. Denver received Russell Wilson and a fourth-round pick from Seattle, while the Seahawks received quarterback Drew Lock, defensive lineman Shelby Harris, young tight end Noah Fant, a 2022 first-rounder, a 2023 first-rounder, two 2022 second-rounders, and a 2022 fifth-rounder. That's a lot. So Denver got Russell Wilson when the Seahawks got three players and a bunch of draft picks. In my view, the Broncos didn't just get a franchise quarterback, they stole one. I mean, it's rare you see a quarterback of Russell Wilson's talent trade in the prime of his career. Obviously, Matthew Stafford was last year. But part of that may have been because he never won a playoff game. Russell Wilson's done everything. He's won playoff games. He's won a Super Bowl. He's been in another Super Bowl. But to me, I cannot believe the Seattle Seahawks did not get more for a future Hall of Fame quarterback. You only got 2 first-round picks and 3 guys. And yet, Noah Fant can be a really good tight end. Shelby Harris, veteran defensive lineman, and we've seen enough of Drew Lock. You need to get more, Seattle. You need to get more. I hate to say it, but the Denver Broncos won this trade. It's a quarterback position's a star-driven position. You don't win Super Bowls without quarterbacks. I mean, find me a team that doesn't have a Super Bowl ring without quarterbacks. You think the Patriots would have won 6 Super Bowls without one? You think the Bucs would have won a Super Bowl without Tom Brady? You think the Chiefs don't win a Super Bowl without Patty Mahomes? You think let me find a team. The Giants don't win 2 Super Bowls without Eli, or the Steelers without Big Ben, Saints without Drew Brees, or Green Bay of Aaron Rodgers? No, you need a quarterback. And the Denver Broncos didn't have a quarterback. How about this? Since Peyton Manning retired after winning Super Bowl 50, this is from James Palmer of the NFL Network, Denver has gone through 10 starting quarterbacks. Tied second most in the league. 61%. Denver's quarterbacks have completed 61% of the passes. Good for 29th in the league. Averaging 221 yards a game. 25th in the league. A 106-84 touchdown interception ratio. 30th. And then an 81 passer rate. Ugh. Let's just say Denver's merry-go-round of quarterbacks looks like the Cleveland Browns after they rejoin the NFL. I mean, holy mackerel. Find me a lot of teams between 2 Hall of Fame quarterbacks have gone through most luck than that. But I am so excited to see what Russell Wilson can do. Everybody's looking at Russell Wilson's age. Listen, quarterback ages are more like numbers now. Tom Brady played until he was 44. Drew Brees played until his 40s. Aaron Rodgers looks like he's going to play until his 40s. And we know Russell Wilson takes great care of his body. spends so much money on his body. Is in great shape. Heck, he used to play baseball in his younger days. So we know Russ is great shape. And yeah, the injury last year was freaky more than anything. But it wasn't a knee. It wasn't an ankle. It wasn't an Achilles. It wasn't a shoulder. It was a more thumb finger injury. So physically, Russ is fine. And a lot like the LA Rams last year with Matt Stafford, you can get a quarterback and win with him the first year. I mean, LA went from Jared Goff and annoyance to Matt Stafford and a Super Bowl. And now the Denver Broncos can go from Drew Lock and Teddy Bridgewater to Russell Wilson. So Denver, you're not rocking and rolling at quarterback anymore. You're going to be in the Russell Wilson's a top 5-6 quarterback in football. And more importantly for Denver, the Broncos made this trade without giving up any of the young wide receivers. Yeah, no offense, a really good tight end, but Albert O. I'm not going to pronounce his last name because I don't think that would make a lot of sense. I don't know if I can pronounce it here on the stream, but the Broncos have got a really good young receiving core. I really like Holden Sutton, Tim Patrick, Jerry Jeudy. No, I can't think. And KJ Hamler. So the Broncos got a really good young receiving core. One of my favorite running backs to watch last year was Devontae Williams, the rookie out of North Carolina. So you have him. Garrett Bowles, a great left tackle. So the Broncos got a great offense. And last year, defensively, Denver was really good. I mean, anybody see Patrick Surtain play? Oh, my goodness. Looks like the next great Bronco defense back together with Justin Simmons. The Broncos got a really good secondary. They just needed a quarterback. Russell Wilson fills that answer. And speaking of quarterbacks, look at the AFC West next year. Pat Mahomes in Kansas City. Russell Wilson in Denver. Justin Herbert in Los Angeles. And Derek Carr in Las Vegas. I'm just saying, you got the AFC West has got 4 of the top 10 quarterbacks, 10 quarterbacks in football right now. And other than maybe Aaron Rodgers and Matt Stafford, you could just look and say the AFC's got a ton of great quarterbacks. Those 4, Joe Burrow, Lamar Jackson. No, I'm going to forget somebody. I don't know if you throw Ryan Tannehill on the mix, but the AFC's got way better quarterbacks in the NFC. I mean, I don't know if Dak Prescott's that great, but the AFC's got a ton of great young quarterbacks, and hopefully Trevor Lawrence and Zach Wilson develop into guys, because if so, the AFC is going to be a murderer's row of quarterbacks for the next 4, 5, 6 years, while the NFC, we'll see about that. And speaking of the NFC, I don't know why the Seahawks made this trade. I don't get it. Yeah, Russell Wilson may or may not have won an Seattle, but you needed to get more, way more. You needed to get one of Denver's wide receivers, or Patrick Surtain Jr. You needed to get more because Drew Lock is not going to win in the NFC West. You think he's going to beat Kyle Shanahan and the 49ers? No. You think he's going to beat Arizona and Kyler Murray? No. You think he's going to beat the reigning Super Bowl champs? No. I hate to say it. Seattle's done. Yeah, I think this is the end of Seattle being, if not a championship caliber roster, maybe even a relevant roster, because Seattle's not going to win. Even with all those extra draft picks, even with a Hall of Fame coach and Pete Carroll, the NFL is changing. It's a quarterback-dominated league, and Seattle doesn't have one. And you look at it, the Seahawks I don't think the Seahawks are getting one this year because 2022 is not a great draft. maybe get one in 23. But the Broncos aren't going to be a dumpster fire, so you won't get a top pick there. I mean, maybe the Seahawks end up getting a number one pick and just tank the season and potentially get a number one pick, whether it be Bryce Young or CJ Stroud. But the Seahawks are done. Seahawks are not winning much in 2022. And you know me, I've got trivia every week, so I tried to find a great trivia question that would involve both Russell Wilson and Peyton Manning. So I've got this one. Russ in 10 NFL seasons, Russell Wilson has thrown 292 touchdown passes. There's one quarterback who's thrown more touchdowns in his first 10 years than Russell Wilson. Who is it? That would be Peyton Manning with 306. And it's funny because now you can say Russell Wilson is almost replacing Peyton Manning in Denver because the Broncos quarterback room was a disaster. So from one legend to another one. So hopefully for Denver's sake, Russell Wilson can win a Super Bowl just like 18 did. So, and one more thing. Talk about revenge games. I don't know if there'll be a bigger revenge game this year. I mean, last year you could argue Tom Brady going back to Foxborough was the biggest revenge game of 2021. With 2022's biggest revenge game, maybe Russell Wilson heading back to Seattle as a member of the Denver Broncos. Obviously, schedule's not released yet, so we don't know when that game will be played. But you can bet there'll be a few more Russell Wilson orange jerseys in the crowd. So I can't believe it. First Aaron Rodgers and now Russell Wilson. This way, what next? This way, Tom Brady's going to come back and play for the Bucs. So thanks for hopping on. I don't know if we'll have any more streams or any more content today. But it's been crazy, and we've got another hour or so before the franchise tag deadline, so there might be more moves. So thanks for hopping on for this quarterback carousel, and we'll see you later.